YouTube.
Hello.
There we go. Live.
Hello!
Hello! Recipe Live, here we are, only 3 minutes late.
Welcome to another month. Feels like ages since the last one, actually.
Maybe we did it at the beginning of the last one.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not really sure. I don't know.
Still Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
It is Happy Hump Day, as you'd always say.
Happy Hump Day.
Happy Hump Day. So, today we are doing a fake away.
Which I really hate the word fake away because...
No.
As in, no, we all use it and we all know what it means, but actually, ours should be the real takeaway, and the crap that you get from the shops are the fake aways because everything's fake in it.
That's really true.
I know.
What? Yeah.
I don't know how to change that in the world.
No, actually, there's a lot of articles at the minute about the food chains and stuff, and also having to look at how they're going to be maybe taxed more on being about sugars, fats, trying to tackle obesity that way. Although scarily, tackling obesity is that awful drug that I read an article literally about 2 weeks ago where the government are giving that drug to more people to suppress their appetite. But in suppressing their appetite, they might still eat loads of
artificial stuff.
Yeah, artificial stuff that's actually poisoning their bodies.
So they'll still get the inflammation, but hey, they can tick a box and say your BMI's changed. Oh, I feel like if I was any higher, I'd be right on this soapbox.
But you're not.
Any higher, and bubbles are stuck.
So anyway, so we're going to do sweet and sour chicken.
It's a long way around of saying that.
It was. Yeah, we did.
It's a good job we don't rehearse this.
Not sure.
Far too slick.
So sweet and sour chicken and brown rice. You're looking around as if I've missed something. I don't think I have.
No, I'm just.
Now this is a recipe.
I'm hungry as well.
I think this is a recipe that you shared with me ages ago, and it's a recipe that actually. Hi Sarah, how are you? Are you not? Are you not
twig twister?
I was just going to say you're not twig twisting at the minute. Is that how you twig twist?
That's how I do it.
That's possibly you and Pasha in September for your 50th birthday. Oh, I'm sorry, you're 50 this year. Anyway, sweet.
I'm proud of it.
Sweet and sour chicken.
This is actually one of my old recipes way back from the beginnings of my time. Way back. Food my time.
Good at lunchtime. Oh, lunchtime at Toolestone. Are you eating some of that really nice food at Toolestone? Very jealous of that. Just looked outside, it's tipping it down. Thanks for popping by on your lunch break, Sarah. Sweet and sour chicken, this is one of our favourites in our household. This is one of Phil's challenges that I give him on a regular basis because it's so quick to put together. Whether we make it look quick, I don't know. It's possibly not. But
we can string out anything for as long as we like.
Where are you going with the cornflour?
It's because the scales normally are over there.
Oh. It's tablespoons, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Anyway, just wait to do something. Right, should we get going?
Yes.
Okay, so what we're doing
chicken.
first?
Chicken. Oh, boil a kettle.
I don't need to boil a kettle.
No, because we've got this kind of rice. We've got packet rice. Ben. You can get some really good packet rice. This is whole grain brown rice in a packet. I use Tilda. This is Ben's.
Uncle Ben.
Uncle. It doesn't. He's not an uncle anymore. It must be
He used to be an uncle.
No, it's just Ben.
No, it's just Ben. But did you know?
Formerly known as.
Formerly known as Uncle Ben. Did you know that Pedigree Chum make the brand Pedigree make that rice? Because I used to work in a recruitment company.
Is it full of mayo?
Yeah, maybe.
Full of mayo.
I used to work for a recruitment company, and one of the on-sites was at Pedigree, and I got there and I was all like, Uncle Ben's rice products everywhere. I was
like, with the dog food?
As in on the showcase.
Oh, on the showcase.
Not on the same factory floor.
Is it bad?
It's actually Mars. It's actually all Mars anyway.
Is it bad that I used to think marrow bone was... This is so bad. on the Monopoly board. You know, when you're a child, all the stations took me ages to say it was Marylebone Station, not Marylebone. Anyway.
So we can do that in a minute because it takes a couple of minutes to make it.
Fine. Chicken. So I used to, and also I find it really good for portion control because otherwise rice I find long-winded because it takes
Not
ages.
like we're not.
2, I have to keep an eye on the pan because it bubbles over. Then it's messy.
Hi Lisa.
Hi Lisa. And then I ate too much. Right, chicken.
So.
Diced chicken, is it already diced?
I've already got diced chicken.
Brilliant.
To save a little job for us.
And season it with salt and black pepper and mix with a tablespoon of corn flour and coat.
Oh, and a coat.
And a coat. Actually, it's 4 teaspoons of corn flour.
What sort of coat? Right, so diced chicken. Handily, the butchery in my back garden does do diced chicken. So we've got to speed things up.
Buy my meat how I want it. Does that make sense? Just because it's one less job for me to have to do. So when I'm making the chicken satay dish, chicken satay dish. I think we have.
Right, so I'm salt and peppering the chicken, diced chicken, and then
I have them dice my chicken thighs. Not my chicken thighs, but the chicken's chicken thighs.
Right, 4 teaspoons
I'm
of
high on life today.
4 teaspoons hysteria of corn flour, and then
coat.
it's going to wear its little coat, and then it'll be ready for frying. And I didn't realise actually how much difference corn flour makes. A lot of recipes have corn flour and I go, oh, I can't be bothered, I'll just go on with it and I'll just carry on.
No, so it's a thickening agent and it also helps give it that slightly sticky flavour. I guess what the restaurants do is use MSG products, so monosodium glutamate, that makes it all thicker and is really bad for us, causes loads of inflammation, and then they'll often just quickly deep fry it in crappy oils.
So, as my next instruction, to fry the chicken in 1 teaspoon of olive oil.
Heat a large wok, yes, with 2 teaspoons.
Oh, but I reckon we only need 1.
That's fine. There's something, olive oil is one of the best oils for us, but because we think it's good, well, it is good for us, because we know it's good for us, we kind of go, yay! Which is no problem, except it does carry high calories. So in terms of, and it's got lots of fat in it, so therefore it's got lots of fat, although it's good fat and lots of calories. We don't necessarily need as much as we think. So yeah, fry it off.
I'm frying it off in a minute when the oil's heated up. So tell us, what are you doing all by yourself right there?
I was chopping a red pepper all by myself. I'm allowed in the kitchen with a knife. So one red pepper.
Ron red pepper.
Ron red pepper. Do you know what? This is
time of the month for Emma.
It is. And
so
what happens,
all the letters come out in the wrong
what
order.
happens is I get a bit delusional and all the worms come out wrong. Or they come out gobbledygook. Alright. In fact, what did I say? I said, oh, what's the roundabout we're doing today?
That's a bit loud. Oh, we'll just have to put up with the smokiness.
It looks like a fairground.
It does.
It sounds like a waltzers.
I don't know why. Oh, we're a bit brighter now.
Yeah, I basically just said, oh, what's the roundabout? I meant the recipe. It's quite frightening how nice it is.
So you have different teeth in your cycle, don't you? When you're about to come on, you have different teeth. Where different teeth?
So my ability to retain information, that all in my head, and it all comes out.
And that is the benefit of. Hi, Sean. How are you? Long time no speak. I will speak to you soon. I'm sorry. Are you okay? So we're on sweet and sour chicken and brown rice. Emma's just explaining that she can't get any of her worms today correctly due to where she is in her cycle. Hello, you two.
Hello.
So what I was just going to say is one of the big things that is really important is something that we are going to talk about tomorrow in our Menopause Matters Talk event that we're doing tomorrow night.
You can understand. tongue. I'm going to say all the words, you have to guess the order.
Yeah, it's a bit of a more wise moment on the pillow, is it?
Yeah.
Is how important it is to track your cycle, because whether you're still having periods or not, actually through your cycle you will get to recognise that a pattern, definitely. Yeah. I think Emma needs a sharper knife. Yeah, these knives are really rubbish.
I'm not allowed sharper knives.
She's got a sharp tongue instead. She's really hacking. She is hacking.
Anger management as well, by the way. Did I tell you that mid-cycle I'm really, really angry?
Yes, so she's had to give him a blunt knife.
I feel like I'm a student at common age. You know that.
Yeah, they're not good knives. Maybe I should invest in some better knives.
I thought I'd go for my 50th.
Yeah, happy birthday for your 50th.
Every time. In the meantime, I've also hacked a red pepper and an onion.
Okay. And what's happening to them? Anything yet?
Yeah, not yet.
Okay.
Into bite-sized pieces and slice the sugar paps.
Does bite-size depend on...
Sugar paps? Sugar snaps.
Sugar paps. Does bite-size depend on the size of your mouth? Does it?
Oh, not really either. 80 grams. Can't overdose on sugar snaps. I think that's about it.
Can we not just have them all?
Yeah.
Because you can't overdose on a sugar snap. Surely. Good me.
So slicing them in half. In fact, I do this with sugar snaps for a salad. I just slice them in half and put them in most of my salad.
For a bit of crunch.
For a bit of crunch, a bit of extra fibre. Red pepper is full of vitamin C, lots of vitamin A. So we've got 3, including the spring onions, 4 different vegetables in this dish. I suppose if you wanted to, and it's not in here, you probably could add a bit of pineapple to this. It would change some of the macros, but if your sweet and sour becomes a pineapple, although our kids all used to ask for sweet and sour from the Chinese, can we have no pineapple in our thing?
Oh really?
Yeah.
And would they do it with no pineapple? I'm not quite sure how.
Chef probably just picked it out.
Ate them out.
We did get to the point where we're too grown up, just leave the pineapple on the side. If I can taste it in the sauce, well, you're not ordering it then. You obviously don't like sweet and sour.
That's really funny to
From
have
the
sweet and sour and
Chinese.
not have a pineapple. That was the best bit when I was younger. It was the sweetest bit, isn't it? For sure. I've gone for a spoon. Oh, give her a spoon. We need binoculars to be able to see the text on the phone. It's so far away. Yeah.
I also know going to need a bigger chopping board. I like to open with a bigger boat.
Do you want this chopping board that's just sat here all by itself?
No. Okay. I'm going to go for the Guinness Book of World Records. How many veg can you chop on one board?
Oh my goodness. So, what happens next?
You can thinly slice the spring onion.
I can thinly slice it.
2 or maybe 2.
Yeah.
These are massive.
These are big spring onions. These are what you call proper spring onions, aren't they?
Like ordering on leeks.
Ordering on leeks.
So yeah, what I was going to say is I slice my sugar snaps and put them in my salad. I do that same with mange too. I also do the same with mange too, Rodney. I also do the same with the tender stem broccoli. I slice that often, and when I'm cooking it for anything, because I feel it. I don't know, it just tastes better sliced. I don't know why. And baby corn.
Anyway.
That was from Ted Lasso. Oh, it's a funny old day. Right, add the onion, pepper, sugar snaps. Not the spring onion. We're both all we're so professional.
So I'm busy chopping the spring onion over here, but you can't see. And
I'm
you're
just
busy.
Right, I'm going to add the onion.
Oh, it's an official announcement. The onion is added to the pan and the hot.
In fact, I can just put all these.
Or you're not just tipping it
I'm
in?
just tipping it in.
Just tipping in. Right, so we've got a whole white onion, chopped to be bite size.
1 whole red pepper.
Isn't that funny?
What is?
Right, so my interpretation, we've always halved our sugar snaps. Lengthways.
That is lengthways.
No,
That's
widthways.
good. Oh,
Isn't it funny? You come along and you've done them lengthways and that's just discombobulated me. I don't know what it says.
Oh, it
either.
says roughly slice the sugar plants into small pieces.
Small pieces. Shouldn't read instructions.
No, you see, I like to see
What do you like to see? The
more
peas?
green. I don't know, I
I'll tell
think...
you anything just because you've done it wrong.
Not doing it wrong, just doing it my way.
Same difference. Yeah. Anyway, you can see more green in the pan now that Emma's not chopped it.
I think it's because we always eat with chopsticks. And I think it's because I could probably pick those up better when they're bigger.
You always eat with chopsticks, even when you're having soup.
Yep, always. Like Mr. Neggy catching fly.
Right.
You've got to make that go soft.
Easily
And you've
done.
got 4 minutes.
Easily done.
Right, sweet and sour sauce. Here's the good bit, because to be honest, you could put sweet and sour sauce with any protein, any dish, and I think this is a nice clean way to make sweet and sour sauce rather than buying that sachet, that jar, which actually will have a lot of bulking agents, a lot of artificial ingredients, extra sugars that we don't need. So if you're trying to manage your, if you're prone to pre-type 2 diabetes, if you're trying to manage your just sugar cravings, if you're trying to manage aches and pains, inflammation, fatigue, headaches, brain fog, all of that kind of stuff, sugar plays a massive part. And those shop bought jars are not that helpful. And actually we've got apple cider vinegar, which is fantastic for our gut health anyway. We've got tamari or tamari, I don't know how to say that, tamari I think it is. Soy sauce, that one's a gluten-free
Got 2
version.
jars of actually running out.
Yeah, I never know what the difference in the blue and the green is.
No, I don't. Just change the packaging.
I think it is too, anyway. So tamari, kikkoman,
Do it with 2 now.
and maple syrup. So you've got the tamari, and tomato puree. So all clean ingredients, so apple cider vinegar, tamari soy, maple syrup, which has a lower glycemic index, again, really helpful for managing those sugar roller coasters and being kind to your pancreas and your insulin levels. So maple syrup and honey and the old-fashioned molasses, which is what our grandparents will have. That's all that would have been put into in baking and all of that. Whereas now the food manufacturers like Mars, like everything, they put all sorts, agave syrup, all of that kind of stuff because they're cheaper. They can mass produce them, and that is contributing to our autoimmune deterioration, our metabolic health, all the illnesses that don't seem to have a reason for it. So we've got all this food, we're kind of overfed and undernourished, and actually our gut health is what is quite key to a lot of this. So I need a bowl.
I've got you once here.
Oh, ta-da.
Ta-da! Tamari.
Did I just speak loads then? Didn't I see? Tablespoon.
Did you what?
Speak loads, I just thought, oh, there is a tablespoon there. Tablespoon of tamari.
I was expecting there to be a
They
tablespoon.
can bin. I like it when you can clean up, tidy up time now.
Tidy up time.
That one's empty.
Yeah.
So a tablespoon of tamari, a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and a tablespoon of maple syrup.
Tablespoon of everything.
Easy, a bit like making a Victoria sponge cake, a little fairy cake, isn't it? 125 grams of flour, 100 grams of butter, and the other one.
Those ingredients aren't in here, so confused.
No, sorry. And 2 tablespoons of water, and the
Whoa, sorry.
hot pressed tea, and why can't I see?
It's sachet, so I do 2 tablespoons of that.
Okay.
what I do. Oh, this is looking well nice already
So
without
yeah,
the
so
sauce.
you
Look
could put
at
this
that.
sauce with everything. So you could have sweet and sour duck, sweet and sour salmon, sweet and sour tuna, sweet and sour tofu, sweet and sour jackfruit. That's two tablespoons.
No, I need to make it.
Oh, where's our shot glass?
It's in mine.
Because it's good to use
My
it. I know we
kitchen,
use
yeah.
it. And give that a nice big stir. So if you don't like sachets of rice, then obviously your rice will be cooking while you're doing this bit. So this is quite a thick sauce.
Your nose in it.
I know. I'm just adding.
You like to
Dash
serve?
enough.
You like to like?
I never.
just-
Follow, I don't normally follow a little. Okay, now to follow.
What are you doing?
Just adding a bit more because I feel that it was too tomato.
Oh right, okay.
And at home in our house, if you've been watching these recipe lives for long enough, you know that probably I'll add some chili flakes at some point.
Yes.
So-
Even to the desserts.
So chili ice cream. Don't knock it till you
Oh
try
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm gonna add this to the pan and mix.
Noisy
I
scraper.
know.
Oh, this smells so amazing. I'm sorry you don't. I have literally, if I'm not dribbling into this in a minute, I don't know. Job I don't
I'm
actually
gonna now
work in.
cook the rice over here in my. No, I'm not actually. We're gonna do it in a pan. So
Well, you know, we cook it
I know.
first.
I normally put it in the pan to cook it with fresh hot water.
Yeah, I just microwave it and then put it in the
It's
pan.
nice. So we normally add ginger to this too. so we'll do it in there. That's why the pan's up.
Right.
We put it on.
Let's do it away.
There indoors. So, teaspoon of oil in the pan and add the spring onion, and then you get a lovely egg fried rice
Excuse
and
me,
spring
what?
onion. As I say, we at home put either just some grated ginger in or ginger paste actually. Ginger paste is the new best friend. We don't have any others.
What a claim to fame.
I know. You put your onions in there.
It's not one bit.
Don't do it for that either.
All of the onions are going in, or am I saving some to sprinkle on top?
Sprinkle on top, I don't know.
Well,
It's
I
you.
could just use another one. I'll put them all
Doesn't
in.
say actually.
I think it does, but it's okay. I'll put them all in, and then we can always chop another for a bit of decoration.
So, spring onions.
Oh, have you seen this though? Look. I'm really salivating.
The thing is, if you'd have called the Chinese, you'd still be waiting because it's like an hour's wait, isn't it?
Where's your cut horse and it's only 45 minutes or
It's only like
something.
45 minutes.
I don't know how long we're going to
you
take,
know,
to be
you
fair.
never get this entertainment, do you, from your delivery driver?
Oh dear, no you don't. Not sure we're making anyone else laugh other than ourselves, to be fair though.
It's all about us.
Oh my god.
Right, so the rice goes in the pan.
Emma's way.
It actually says it on the recipe as well.
But it's
I don't normally follow a recipe, you are right. So you give that a whirl. Sometimes I add a splash of water because it sometimes needs it.
I feel like it needs it today, do you? Just because.
Just because we'll probably forget it's in there and go over, and otherwise it'll stick to the bottom of the pan. And then you feel a bit chefy because you make a hole in the middle and add your egg. So we'll cook, it only literally takes a minute to heat it through, a minute or two to heat it through.
So are you using 2 eggs? Can't tell you how excited I am about lunch now. Because this smells and looks. Just look how sticky now this looks. Look at that. Yum.
So in terms of nutritional benefits for females are notoriously poor at eating protein, and yet it's probably one of the most crucial macronutrients that we need. So in this recipe alone there is 56 grams of protein. Now, I would suggest that most females struggle to eat that in a whole day, and you should be looking at kind of a minimum of 30 grams of protein per meal if you're having 3 meals a day. So, you know, getting towards 90 to 100 grams of protein or more in your day. So if you want to have a takeaway today, it's that. Try and increase your protein in your day. So we'll make a little hole in the middle, crack our 2 eggs.
Oh, you can't see cracking the eggs.
I know, I've got to leave them like I'm doing a fried egg, and then break the yolks with whatever you want to. So you can just break the yolks with, I don't know, this teaspoon will do. So I'll break the yolks and then leave it sat there. There you go. Let them kind of cook for a little bit, and then mix it all together.
That's exciting, but
Cheers, that's where I feel that chefy when I do it.
do you want to do it then?
No,
So you can feel chefy
because
for
I
a change.
feel like I'm at home. Because I feel like you cook my tea now, my lunch. Which is always a treat when somebody else cooks. It's so much nicer when somebody else cooks it.
It weirdly does, doesn't it?
So you leave them to cook a little, and then you scramble them into the rice. Oh my god.
Oh my
But how
god.
quick is this really? It's like next to nothing, and nothing is processed.
So while we're just waiting for the eggs to go a little bit longer, obviously this is an egg fried rice, but we've only used 1 teaspoon of olive oil again, so we've reduced the fats from just slopping it in there. And the other key thing is obviously we're using brown rice over white rice, which is one of the things that you refer to as one of your super swaps.
It is, it's an easy one, and I think that if you'd have asked me, you know, I think most people, I don't like brown rice, it's really crunchy, it's really nutty. I think that brown rice has evolved over the years, but also, you know, we grow up and we have to acknowledge that actually there is more fibre in brown rice, your gut will like it better, and it has less impact on our insulin, there's less starch in it. There's less refined stuff, but you have to think about whole,
Hi Hayley.
Hi Hayley. You have to think about whole grain rather than just wholemeal, and that way you get the real stuff in there, not just dyed brown stuff. Same with bread, really, whole grain bread rather than just wholemeal. So yeah, you're just helping yourself with a little super swap, and you know by the time you've got your spring onion in there and your egg and your sauce on top. It really doesn't matter. If you are wanting to, for whatever reason, say you can get gluten-free obviously as well. If you are gluten-free, then obviously make sure you use gluten-free. Or you could do half and half. You could have cauliflower rice with your brown rice.
Can I pretend I'm a chef now?
Yeah, of course you can.
So just so you can see the
it's like a
pan.
meringue.
So obviously there's the rice and spring onions that have been fried, and then the eggs are starting to fry in the middle. In fact, what I'll do is I'll move that over, and then I can show that I'm a real chef, and start just literally scrambling the egg into the rice, which is always really exciting. It's actually really therapeutic, this job.
Yeah.
It's nice. So sort of chopping it in and looking chefy. It's all up chefy.
Pretty good, yeah.
The Muppet Swedish chef, is that what I look like?
And equally, if you don't want 2 eggs, put 1 egg in. If you don't like eggs, don't do egg fried rice. You know, all of these recipes can be adapted and tweaked. But we don't. And I certainly don't like to share complicated recipes.
Or share, for that matter.
Don't share my food, like Joey. Because, you know, we're all busy, and unless you know, we don't want to be chopping and being chained in the kitchen for long. So, you know, this is a
Change
easy
to the
prep
kitchen.
meal.
Oh, there it is.
Hello.
Hello.
Where are you?
So 2 portions of egg fried rice.
So if you have a household who have a regular you know, Friday night's takeaway or Saturday night's takeaway, particularly in the winter. I think that's when it becomes kind of the wind, you know, dark nights, and you got association with, you know, Saturday night telly or Friday night telly, or it's mum's night off or dad's night, whatever it may be. That we've all got those associations. This kind of means you're still having that fix, but I think it's a nicer fix. It tastes better. I don't know about you, but you know, there's sometimes the idea of the takeaway or somebody else cooking or fast food is far more appealing than actually when you get it and you eat
jealous
it.
of our lunch, That's where you eat
and then you either feel very bloated because you get that swelling. Your bowels will be affected the next day in some way, shape or form. And you get that thirst. Do you remember when you used to wake up in the night after a shave?
Yes.
Like Gandhi.
Yes.
Dry. And also those, if you do suffer with aches and pains, if you do have inflammation in your body, which could be arthritis as a form of inflammation, it's just going to make that worse. It's not going to be helpful.
No.
Is that left in the pan?
So,
it's not pretty.
Because I'm going to take a photo.
Because I'm out of this summer.
There's some left, she's panicking, I've left some chicken in the pot. Anyway, so yes,
Ta-da!
one sweet and sour chicken and egg fried brown rice. We have done that, actually managed to do that in half an hour. And we're chatterbox, so actually it'd be even less time to do that at home.
5 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, a fake away, which, as Emma said, this is actually the real takeaway.
The real deal.
Because this is full of lovely, real food, nutritious, easy to put together, quick, simple, and all that.
There is only 20 grams of fat in this meal too, if you're interested.
Yeah.
If you track, if you are looking at that in your life.
Okay. So that is everything. So thank you ever so much for stopping by and watching. We are back again in July, and I can't remember what date, but we are back again in July. No.
But we are back.
We are back.
So
yeah. So thank you very much. We should go off and enjoy our very delicious lunch now. Hope you all have amazing days, and thank you for stopping by. #replay.
Yes.
If you stop by and watch later on.
Thank you.